Welcome to Unit 2, Lesson 4. Calculate derivatives by applying the definition. In our last video, we saw that the derivative, or the slope, at any point is given by the definition as h approaches 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. This is really just average rate of change as h approaches 0. Let's look at two examples. Example 1, f of x equals to x cubed. Let's find the derivative. To find the derivative, we know that we need to figure out f of x plus h. Okay. Well, if f of x is x cubed, then f of x plus h is going to be x plus h cubed. Okay. So let's calculate. The derivative f prime of x is going to be the limit as h approaches 0. Sorry, this is an L of x plus h cubed minus x cubed divided by h. Let's expand the x plus h cubed. When we do that, we get x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3x h squared plus h cubed. Okay, so that's the expanded term, minus x cubed over h. Okay. Now the two x cubed terms cancel because x cubed minus x cubed is 0. So this is really equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of 3x squared h plus 3x h squared plus h cubed over h. Divide by h, divide the top term by h, we get as the limit of as h approaches 0, 3x squared plus 3xh plus h squared. But because h approaches 0, that means that 3xh is going to become 0 because h is 0, and h squared is also 0. So that means that that's just equal to 3x squared when h approaches 0. We have now found that the derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. So when x is 0, the slope is going to be 3 times 0 squared, which is 0. When x is 1, the slope is going to be 3 times 1 squared, which is 3 times 1, which is 3. When x is, say, 5, the slope is going to be 3 times 5 squared. 3 times 25 is 75. So the slope is increasing as we go to the right. Okay, that's the first example. Okay. Example 2. This time f of x is x squared plus 4x plus 3. Alright, so the derivative by applying the definition has to be x plus h squared plus 4 times x plus h plus 3 minus f of x, which is x squared plus 4x plus 3 over h. Okay. Let's write out. Let's expand the x plus h squared. X plus h squared is x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. And the next term, 4 times x plus h, is 4x plus 4h. The next term is just plus 3. Next, we distribute the negatives. We have minus f of x, which is x squared plus 4x plus 3, so it's negative x squared minus 4x minus 3 over h. I apologize. I am a little bit careless when I write out my definition. We know that all of this, we know that f prime of x is not just a statement, it's this term, this expression as h goes to 0. So let's be rigorous. Let's write this out. F prime x is really the limit as h goes to 0 of this whole term. Okay. So that's why it's going to equal the limit as h goes to 0 of what we just did earlier. X squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 4x plus 4h plus 3 minus x squared minus 4x minus 3 over h. All right, let's cancel out the terms that, well, cancel. So we've got x squared cancels negative x squared here. 4x cancels negative 4x here. 3 cancels out negative 3 here. So we end up with limit as h approaches 0. We have 2xh plus x squared plus 4h over h. Divide the top term by h, and we get as the limit of as h approaches 0 of 2x plus h plus 4. Okay. We're almost done. We know that h approaches 0. That means that the h term is going to become 0. As the h term becomes 0, therefore we end up with 2x plus 4. That's the slope. So the derivative of x squared plus 4x plus 3 is 2x plus 4. That means that if the x is 0, then the slope is 2 times 0 plus 4, which is 4. When x is 1, the slope is 2 times 1 plus 4, which is 6. If x is 10, the slope is 2 times 10 plus 4 is 20 plus 4 is 24, and so forth. Okay? That's it for this video.